guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna Sophia if you're new here, and this week I wanted to do a fall dollar store DIY decor video. I just wanted to upcycle some dollar store items and show you guys exactly what I did and how I decorate some of my house for fall. So if you like that kind of content, please make sure you are subscribed and you hit the bell so you know every time I post a video, and leave me a comment down below which one was your favorite. For the first DIY, I saw these little house tea light candle holders and I thought they were so cute. So I liked that they were already candle holders, but I wanted to push it even further and make them little bookends as well. So the first thing I'm trying to do is take off some of that lettering because it's really just not my style. And I read that if you take nail polish remover, sometimes the lettering of Dollar Tree items can come off. It did not work for me, so I ended up having to spray paint these. But I figured I'd show it to let you guys know that does not work. For the actual bookend part, I actually just had some scrap wood lying around, so I decided to use that. So what I'm doing is I'm just setting one vertically and then one perpendicular to the vertical piece, and then I'm just gonna screw in from the back. Now, if you wanna get really fancy, you could do a 45-degree angle, measure these out perfect, and blah, 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 but I'm trying to keep all of these DIYs really cost-effective and easy. I'm just using these clamps now to just make sure everything's nice and tight before I screw the backs down. Also, if you wish, you can absolutely put like some wood filler over top so you won't see it. You can stain it if you want, but I really just wanted to keep these super simple and show you how quick you can make beautiful decor. So I did one screw on either side of the clamp just to make sure it was nice and secure, and I wanted to just test it out with the book, make sure it held the book up nice and it was perfect, ready to go, but now we just have to add our little houses. So for me, I just wanted to keep everything really neutral because I like things that can transition well into the next season. So I like my fall decor to kind of transition well into holiday and Christmas decor as well. So how I'm gonna switch it up is the book colors that I'm gonna place inside, like the covers of the books. So like right now, it's gonna be like orange and yellow and cream, and then for Christmas and the holidays, it'll be like red and emerald and green and those kind of things. So I think if you do those things, it saves you the trouble of having to do this DIY all over again. And this is how the tea light candle holder bookends turned out. For the second DIY, I saw on Pinterest these beautiful candles they had. They were white candles and the bottom was wrapped in this sweater fabric. And I thought that is such an easy thing to do, and what they were charging for it was insane. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take these Dollar Tree vases, wrap them in an old sweater that I have, and create a very similar effect to what I saw. The first step in this DIY is just going to be to cut the section that I want to wrap around one of my bases. I ended up doing two of them and I had very little fabric to work with. So if you have a full sweater, you'd probably be in better shape, but I wanted this pattern. So I had to be very careful not to cut a wrong section off, otherwise I wasn't gonna have enough. So I'm simply just cutting along one of the seams with very sharp scissors. The other fabric scissors that I have that I've used in other videos have a jagged edge on purpose to prevent fraying, but I didn't want that on this. So I'm just using these very sharp scissors and cutting along the ridge that follows the pattern of this old sweater. And after I got the general cut down, I just wanted to clean it up a bit. And now it's just time to wrap it around the base. You could obviously do as much or little as you needed, but like I said, I was running short on fabric. So I just decided to do about the bottom 1/3 of this base. And I just simply attached the fabric using my hot glue gun. I just did one long line of hot glue down the back. Even though no one's gonna be seeing it, I just didn't want glue all over the place on the bottom of the vase. So I just did one line down the back and then one little bit around the very bottom, just so the sleeve wouldn't be moving all over the place. After I got the bottom nice and secure, it was just time now to seal the back. The back isn't the most beautiful thing in the world, but it doesn't matter because no one's gonna see it anyway. I just simply overlapped the fabric so then at least one of the sides would be kind of disguised, and then trimmed off the excess. So I felt like this was the cleanest way to do this without getting out the sewing machine and doing that whole thing. So these are how they turned out. For the next DIY, it's super simple. You guys have seen me do very similar things to this before, but I really just wanted some fall artwork. And I have the perfect place to put this on my shelf. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a Dollar Tree brown frame. It's an 11 by 14 frame. And I'm also gonna take the mat from Dollar Tree, and then I'm simply going to take a Dollar Tree calendar and then look at the pictures that they offer around fall time. So it'll have different varieties of fall florals and things like that. And I'm going to simply cut out a few pictures, give myself a couple options of the pictures that I like, and I'm going to place it in the frame. I just did so using a box cutter. You could totally use scissors if that's your preference, but I just feel like I have more control over making it really straight when it's with a box cutter. And now I'm just figuring out the placement, making sure like which part of the picture I want to actually show through in the mat. So after I get that down, I'm just now taking scissors to give myself a little mark on where I need to cut. And now I'm just gonna cut the top off to make sure it fits nicely in the frame. And I like to tape the back down just to make sure it doesn't move around and I get exactly what I want when it's in the actual frame itself. And this is how the Scenic fall artwork turned out. And for the last DIY, I really wanted to make a beautiful fall garland. I actually was inspired by something I saw at IKEA the last time I was there, and they had this like light garland for fall, and I thought it was so pretty, but it was also like kind of overpriced in a way. So I was like, I could totally make this for a couple dollars. So I'm taking this garland that I've picked up at the Dollar Tree, and it measures 5 feet long, which is the exact length of the lights as well. So again, using my favorite thing ever, zip ties, I'm zip tying the pieces together, but kind of strategically, just because I didn't want them to be so perfect all the way down, just kind of a little messy looking, but not too much. So I ended up using, I think, 4 zip ties and spacing them out about 8 inches apart. After securing the lights to the garland, I wanted to spice it up a little bit and make it a little bit more fall-like, so I did pick up those pumpkins and I'm going to hot glue them also kind of strategically and to kind of hide some of the zip ties. For the Dollar Tree pumpkins, you get 4 in 1 pack for $1, and I ended up using 7 of the pumpkins, if that helps you guys gauge how many I needed, but I would say they were about 6 to 8 inches apart as well. And this is how our DIY garland turned out. All right, guys, that is it. Some fall DIYs. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button because I post home decor and DIY content every single week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.